Well, I have animals, and I actually have more than animals. Hello, welcome back to episode 2. Yeah. So there's a little bit of off-camera stuff that happened. We'll get to that in a second. For the most part, it was just using all of the stuff that I got from that village to make some farms. Nothing's really grown yet, but I am confident that something will. And then, yeah, captured some animals as well. I think I'm gonna have to dye these guys. Dye them white. Or, I mean, I can dye them any color. But as far as, like, starting animals and animal pens go, we've got that done. And then I took a page out of Luke the Notable. I'm gonna patch this up. I call that the death hole because, you know, it's super easy to fall in. But yeah. Basically, we've got the Luke the Notable wall in its most primitive basal form. Fences. Probably not going to keep this for too long, hence why it's made of fences, but, you know, it works. It functions. I used all of my wood to make this, but, you know, it exists. In addition to the animals, I also did a little bit of mining and got a bunch of goodies. A whole bunch of copper. Like I suspected, I'm going to have more copper than I'll know what to do with, which is fine because I want to have a copper roof in here, and I want to expand this. But for the moment, you know, it's a pretty easy little thing to do. And then, I also went mining. I know the meme about off-camera mining, but literally all I've done off-camera is mine this down. And I've made a mine. So this is all I've achieved, is down here and here. And then I'm just going to have this 3x3 going to infinity and beyond. And then I'll have branching tunnels from here. So like tunnel here, tunnel wherever over there, just carrying onward. I know that technically, I'm sure that like caving is a better source of materials. Frankly though, I really like just mining. You know, there's something about getting a bunch of pickaxes and like a good YouTube video up and then just mining for hours that I really enjoy. The, you know, just the like, okay, this is what I'm doing forward is really fun. So I'm doing this more for like it because I can't afford a therapist. Not because it's the best way. I'm not advocating that it is the best way, but you know, to each their own, I guess. The other bright side is we have diamonds. And I haven't mined them yet because I wanted to do that on camera. I don't know how many there are. There's at least 2. Because what happened is there was there was coal. So I dug down for the coal, and then there was iron. And then there was diamonds. I'm actually very excited about the diamonds, but it's like 11 o'clock right now at night. So, you know, that's enough to make anybody tired. Ooh, there's 4. Ooh. I'll take 4 diamonds. I'm not going to say no to that. And I will add them to my hoard. So everyone, today what I want to do is I want to make this sort of a, like, preparation day. Like, I want to make this video just gathering resources. For the most part, just basically get stuff, and then like clean up some odds and ends, like put a roof inside there, clean up the death hole, grow a bunch of crops. I want to do a bunch of mining down there. Just little things like that. Just kind of resource gathering so that next episode I can hopefully do, like, get a start on some building projects that I want to do. Because I've got plans. But I lack the materials to effectively see them through. So I think I need a bunch of wool because I like to use wool for planning out projects. I'm going to need a lot of wool. I would like probably pork for a food source. I'll need something that I can smelt. So I think I'll wind up building like a smelting material. So I think I'll wind up building a kelp farm. Just a bunch of little things like that is what I want to do today. So I think there's just going to be a lot of that. Like, I want to build a little kelp farm somewhere in here. Maybe right here. I'll build a little kelp farm. Nothing fancy, nothing crazy, but then I can grow the kelp and I can smelt the kelp, and then I'll have a source of fuel for furnaces. I would like to get all iron armor at least, maybe diamonds. I now have the idea of titling this episode Cover Me in Diamonds, like the enchantment. If I get diamond armor, maybe I want diamond. Maybe that's something I want to do. Probably not. Is it something I do? Hey, you in the future, is the video title something like Cover Me in Diamonds? Because if it is, that means I probably did. Like, I did get diamonds, despite me thinking right now that I didn't. That, or I titled it Cover Me in Diamonds and actually did, like, no such thing as a joke, for a goof and a gag. I mean, either one's possible. My sense of humor is that low. So, you know, I guess you'll just have to keep watching to see if I do actually get covered in diamonds. Or, you know, don't watch until the end. I'm not in control of you. You do what your heart tells you to do. And I'll keep maybe not being honest with my video titles. Is it clickbait if it's done for laughs? Well, for your amusement and the annoyance of your audience? Is something that will actively make people click away when they realize that it's a bad joke actually clickbait? Does that count? These are the thoughts that I ponder. Right now I'm pondering where kelp is. I'm surrounded by oceans at my base, yet I have yet to find any kelp. Ooh, feather falling. Anyway, yeah. Have no concept of where kelp might be. It better be over here. Yes! Oh, bountiful Poseidon, guard me as I get the bounty of the thingies. Sucker Poseidon, I've got the kelp and there's nothing you can do about it. Hi, turtle. I really don't like drowned. Drowned are the worst, and now it's going to be nighttime, and now I'm going to be running home. You know, I always considered myself quite smart, like good at solving problems, that sort of thing. So, I never really watched a lot of Minecraft YouTube because I thought that was for, I don't know, children. I was probably 12. Anyway, I figured out that you could do this and jump over fences, probably entirely by accident. And I was so proud of that. And this is in like 2016, maybe? 2018? That period. Anyway, I felt so smart for that, and I was aware of Minecraft YouTubers posting like things that they had done, and I thought, that would make a really good video. That would be way easier than like some complicated redstone contraption to get over fences, and it would be way more convenient than gates. And then I googled like carpet over fence to jump on, and yeah, people had figured that out like instantly. So it's nice to know that I'm smart behind the curve. Two steps behind, that's me, 2 steps behind. Unable to make that jump, gonna fall in the death pit, that's me. Well, it is time for the mine. That would have been a lot more dramatic if I didn't have to walk so far. But anyway, yeah. I need to do mining. So... I'm doing it! I mined literally 20 blocks and found a mine shaft. I am now looking to loot the mine shaft. I mean, this isn't the life I wanted, but it's the one I have. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, literally started there and found mine shaft. So, not a bad day, not a bad find. I'm quite happy with this. I'm just gonna loot it for a little while now. So much copper. Not a lot of other good stuff, but so much copper. I really think they overdid it with the amount of copper that they provide you in this game now. Anybody else feel like that? Digging more copper. That is all. I don't even like copper. It's there. There's so much of it. And then, of course, when you do need copper, you don't have enough because you've stopped collecting all of the copper. And then, to add insult to inconvenience, then you have to go out and look for copper, and then there's no copper. It's a vicious cycle. So, it's a week later from the last clip. Since that time, I have worked like 84 hours. I am very tired. I've slept, just not long. Like, I did my last bit of work yesterday. And, yeah, very little progress was made in terms of the game. Because in addition to working 12 hours a day for, like, a week straight, I have, don't do that. Like, don't do that in real life. It's a bad idea. It stinks. But, yeah, literally the only thing I did is bred, like, some more pigs and cows and sheep. Oh, and I dyed the could you see that? I also dyed the sheep blue because I have plans for them. More plans for their wool. But yeah, I just wanted to say in the middle of what was intended to be a montage of item collection that I have worked like an entire week and am very tired. Basically, I just want to complain a bit before I, like, play more Minecraft. I need a bow. That would be very helpful. Anyway, that is all. I just wanted to say I'm tired. Very tired. Now I'm gonna do some more mining. I might actually do a mining montage if I... Well, I'm gonna make more stuff, and then I think I'm gonna do a mining montage. Yeah. 'Cause that'll be fun, I think. Little time-lapse. The word I'm looking for is time-lapse. I'm gonna make a time-lapse of me playing. Of me mining, I think. I think that would be a good idea, I think. Maybe. I guess. I don't know. I'm still exhausted. Alright, well that was about, I think, a half hour's worth of mining, and I think it paid off. We got so much copper. Honestly, we're gonna get to a point where I'm gonna have to make a project just for the copper. I mean, we're not there yet, obviously, because, like, well, look at me. Like, this is gold armor and things like that. But, yeah, it is going to get to a point where it's going to be somewhat ridiculous, the amount of copper. But, I mean, there was a decent amount of mining. Am I going to have to make... I need to make more chests. For sure. Because why not? Where are the I don't like the Java crafting. Because, you know, I have played other versions, and that's what I'm used to. Okay. I mean, but yeah, I really need to make a storage system, like proper storage system. But regardless, I feel like that was a fairly successful mining expedition, at least. There's that, and then I'll add it to that. And then I can smelt away. And, yeah, I think I'm gonna start wrapping things up here. Sorry for it being a little bit of a shorter video, but, I'm actually going to turn animals down a bit. Let's see what that does. Okay. Hopefully that's a little bit quieter. So, yeah. I think that'll probably do it for today's video. It's not going to be terribly long, but as I said about halfway through, I worked like 12-hour days for an entire week, so today is kind of a recovery, and unfortunately, that kind of happened in the middle of this episode, where I played for a couple hours and then worked for days upon days, but yeah. Hopefully, next episode, I want to do a bunch of organization stuff. Hopefully, I will have done my, also in the real world, it's lunchtime, so I'm really hungry. But yeah, hopefully I'll get a bunch of wool together. I'll do that off camera here. And then I will get just stuff like that done. Just general maintenance. I'll probably get some storage made up so that I can have proper storage and places to put the things, because that's always nice. I might do some more mining. I don't know how much of this you can hear over the animal sounds, but yeah. Regardless. The other thing that I did is I did light up this area, sort of. I just kind of ran around and spammed torches as more of a temporary measure than anything else. But yeah, I mean, this episode has mostly been just basic resource gathering more than, anything all that practical. It literally has mostly been just, here's animals. Now there's a farm. Congratulations. So this has been the getting the basics. I did not cover myself in armor or in diamonds, because I just found the 4 diamonds, but maybe next episode. Ooh, I should make iron armor. Really, realistically, I should make iron armor. I don't think I'm going to this episode because I've not really needed it so far, but that would be smart to get. Also, I've not died. How have I not died? Okay, yeah. That's going to wrap it up. So I will talk to everybody later. Thank you very, very much for watching the video, kind of bearing with me here. Hopefully next episode will be a little bit longer and more progress will be made. I plan next episode to just kind of plan out future builds and, the world that we're going to have as well. So that's what's going to take place tomorrow. So, not tomorrow, next episode. So hope you're ready for that. Also, I need to plan what I'm going to do with the pillar, because I do have plans for that. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. And for the 3rd time, goodbye.